All right. Super evening, everyone. This is day one of business analysis, and we have just now figured out, not just now, means last day, we figured out few pointers on business analysis, that what is it and why it is. So let's get started to get deeper into it. But before we get started, let's understand what is our core objective, why we are undergoing some training, even though we are grown enough to, get into any kind of job. So why this training is required before we get into, before we get into this IT job. So the core objective is one, and that you all know, and that is to get placed. All right. So that's the core objective. Let me quickly give you and enable you if you all want to, rename yourself. So the core objective is to get placed, but you know what? To get placed, you need to follow certain disciplines, and what are those disciplines? We are going to talk quickly within 5-7 minutes. So let me quickly share my screen. So these disciplines are known as, together we have created, is known as code of honor, and we need to abide by to follow this, and then only we can assure that if we follow it at T, we can get into the job what we are dreaming of. Okay, through Guru School, of course. So the first one says that showing up live, and follow it to be on time, punctual, and highly committed. You would say that this is okay, this is very well known, everyone talks about it. No, but let me tell you, this is agile and BA. So agile scrum BA, where agile is the ground, and BA you can consider is as foundation of it. So it goes hand in hand, and in agile world you will listen, you will hear about many ceremonies. Those ceremonies are nothing but sort of meetings, and those meeting requires you to follow these three triangles, which we call it as continue to be on time, and finish in time, remain punctual, and remain highly committed. And when you practice it, you will be able to follow it in the real time world as well. So why you would be able to follow it? Because it is said that one of my mentors says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So that's number one. So, and second one is that you have started this training on the journey of getting placed, and this training, when you are undergoing any certain training, you become a student, but here you don't have to just become a student. You need to follow certain things, and that makes you full stack student. Do all the assignments. Okay, some assignments are unsaid assignment, where you have been asked that whatever you have learned, you need to summarize it in a 2 minutes of video. There is a bigger purpose behind it, because every time you are, when you summarize video, it goes on air, and when it goes on air, recruiter have access, and they screen you through, and thereby they demand the resume as well. So that will always work in your favor, and you start building a relationship unknowingly as an employee and employer, between those vendors initially, which who works as a bridge for you to help you to get placed further. So do all the assignments, do your self research, and repeat what you have learned. So this is the second code of honor. We need to agree to follow this, and when you follow this, you need to take on the responsibility. What if you instantly get placed? What if it takes time? So the success will follow if you follow these code of honor, and it won't follow, and certainly you would find that it is not working in your favor, which you can call it as a failure. But the moment you will recognize that it is a failure because certain things you did not do, it is not helping you to turn it into success, then take the responsibility of that failure by your own self. And when you take the responsibility, you remember to correct it, and thereby this failure becomes the trail for that success, ultimately leading back to success only. And the fourth one says that to do these all, you need to have a very strong mindset, of course, the learning mindset, so that you continue to learn the how parts. You understand what to do, but how to do. that is crucial, that you can that you can breed by having a learning mindset. And then to continue to do that learning, you must have the positive mindset. Otherwise, the negative mindset says that I have so much grown up, still I have to learn. So learning has to be lifelong. So you need to be a lifelong learner in this case. And for that, you would require positive mindset. More positive mindset you will inculcate, you will find that you are dropping the ego. More ego gets dropped, more learning you acquire. So that makes you complaint free. More complaint free you become, you will find the gratitude mindset you are developing. So this is the fourth one to follow with the mindset. And fifth one, to follow certain mindset, you must increase your receptivity every single day. And for that, I have given you to follow one audio program, and that is a 40 minutes long video that you put it in 2x mode. And once you put it in 2x mode while doing jogging and another daily stuff, you can finish it just within 20 minutes along with your jogging or any other activity or running or exercising. And this comes with 30 days challenge. Once you see complete the 30 days non-stop, you will find the certain changes in your outcome of every single sphere of life. So that is the audio program. If you don't have that, you can ask me about it and I'll share that with you, because this has been tampered long ago in the record. So I had to re-record it and put it for all the students. Okay, all the learners, all the listeners. Okay, so the second one is to follow golden quadrant of learning on this path of learning. So golden quadrant of learning comes with the 4 step. Declare with the anchor before you start learning. And then second, get into the deep learning, and deep learning you finish it here, and then go back and complete the drawing whatever you have learned. The drawing can appear like what you see on the screen right now. This is one part of drawing. So that you can do, and the moment you are done with drawing that, then you summarize what you have learned. That's very important. So these are the 4 steps you need to follow and complete the circle. So if you have understood it, now are you ready to declare and get started with learning? Everyone ready with the declaration?
Yes.
And ready to anchor? Yeah. So at the count of 3, what we are going to do that, we are going to anchor it, body anchor it will happen. How do we do that? We are going to give a self high five or just a clap at the count of 3 and repeat after me what is selected on the screen. So ready, 1, 2, 3, and begin. I am a quick
I am a
learner.
quick
I am
learner.
a
What
quick learner.
What others
learn,
can
What
learn
others
and
can
Others
master,
learn,
can learn.
master.
what
Others
I
can
others
learn
can
and
learn and
master.
can do
master,
that.
I too can do
I
that.
can.
I
I too
too
can
can
do
do
that.
that.
do that.
Okay, once more. Anchor is very important, because why anchor is very important? It let not your focus drift away. As anchor is just like a ship without anchor standing, trying to stand in the ocean of thoughts, there are chances it will wander away. But when it is anchored in the ocean, it will remain standing tall and focused. So in the ocean of thought, your focus has to stand tall, and that's the reason the anchor is the body anchor. That's the self clap. And we are going to once again repeat what is the reason behind it. 1, 2, 3, and clap. Because I'm an awesome
Because I
learner,
am a awesome
Because I am
learner.
an
Because I am
awesome
an
learner,
awesome learner.
today's
Today
learning is
today
going
learning
to
is
be
going to be super duper
Today's
easy.
learning is
super
going to
easy
be
for me.
easy.
Today's learning is going to be super duper easy.
Super easy to me.
Yes, exactly. It is going to be, because just now you just declared it with anchor. And remember the 6th code of honor that will make you a giver. As we know that keeping ego away, we will expand the horizon of learning. So that's the reason, be the giver, and you will see it is helping in learning and will keep your happiness level always increase, which you can call it as a, you will find yourself more spiritually grounded, because The spiritual groundedness is also measured by, some traits of your happiness, some traits by your happiness level. And when these things are developing and you are progressing on the path of earning, remember to do the charity at least 5 or 10% of what you have earned, because what you give, that let you grow, but what you receive, that let you may survive. And I'm sure that here you are not just to survive, everyone is here to grow. So focus this and follow this, and you will see the result after it. So why I can say so? Because I have seen the result popping up continuously. And appreciate what you do and what others do for you. And even something doesn't happen to you, remember that is preparing you for the next scene. And why? Because what you appreciate appreciates you back. That's the another universal law. And days, how we are meeting over here. Sundays for technical session, Mondays for assignment you need to complete and share back in the group. Tuesday, don't forget to miss the RRP session with Devji, and then again follow the technical session. Wednesday is going to be your unsaid assignments, that I call it the summary you need to share. So you don't need to have as such a separate assignment until we give you. And then have on Thursday RRP session again live attending, and then on Friday research repeat and complete the assignment in case extra given, and you prepare some question and answer. Saturday you can relax and continue from Sunday. So this is what is the code of honor, and this is what are the practices you need to do. Having said so, let's get into business analysis day 1. Okay. So do you all remember what we covered last time when it came to business analysis? And
Yes.
okay, thank you. Thank you for confirmation. Can you all see the slides on your screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much. So here what we have learned. We had learned first what is business analysis. We had talked about business analysis body of knowledge. So this is version 3.0. Prerna had explained about it. And then we understood who is business analyst. So every time you are analyzing in nutshell, but before I begin, let me ask you, what do you think, what is the business analyst role in the Scrum? Who is business analyst? Who can answer this? Anyone? Instead of me answering, you must. Who is there? Anyone try?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Poonam is here.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, business analyst is a person who in a Scrum, who gathers the requirements from the stakeholders and fulfill the needs of the stakeholders, and investigate and like clarify whatever is demanded from the stakeholders.
Awesome, Poonam. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing this. Anyone else someone else want to try it? As per you, who is business analyst? Come on. Poonam has given the answer,
Can,
but still I want to hear
Gaurav?
from.
yeah, can I
Yes.
add one more line, Gaurav?
Okay, Poonam, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, as well as business analyst make sure that the developers or the other team members, they get the like clear picture what they have to give to the stakeholder.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Pratap, you were trying to say something, or Ishan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Gaurav, Ishan.
Ishan.
nothing like
Okay. Ishan, please complete.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, business analyst is a person who gathers all the information and do the analysis on the particular project and give the stakeholders or the shareholders about the where the project will be lies in profit or loss, and do the complete analysis about these projects.
Super. Yes, Pratap, you want to say something which you think
Yeah,
that
pretty much same thing what
okay,
Ishan
same thing.
said. Like,
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, yes, anyone else wanted to say something?
Yeah, the business analyst is the one who collect the requirements and convert the requirements into user stories, which will further help the developers to work on it, and the QA to do the testing, and send it for deployment. If it's approved by business, then you send it for deployment.
Yeah, so that's fine. So when it comes to business, so yes, Elizabeth, you are right that he collects the requirement, and all the answers everyone has spoken is right. But remember, let's not abide by it with any framework or methodology. Like needless to say that it is for Scrum or Agile. That has
Uh,
nothing to
Or
do.
Gaurav, I want to
you
add
want,
one.
Yes, Rohit, go
yeah.
ahead.
He is the person who ensure that business efficiency should be increased through the IT and business functions. So he makes
Wonderful.
he
Yeah.
completes the basically bridge between IT and business function.
Super. Yes, that's right, Rolly. So all the
Thank
answers are great. Let's get into more detail. So why it is needed? So this is needed because I want someone to read it. Okay. So who can read a few bullets? So yeah, I need a volunteer who can be.
I
Change
can
in
read.
life happens. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Manvi, go ahead. You were reading it, Manvi.
Why business analyst was needed? So we need it because like change in life happens. At the same time, project requires flexibility and adaptation to response to change. One has to analyze the impact due to change, and this is one. This one is one. This one is business analyst who analyzes the change impact, gather requirement, and liaise with stakeholders.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. Manvi is Raji, right? Or Manvi? Your name appears as
I think
Manvi. If you can correct it.
Anything is fine, actually. I'm so
Acha.
sorry. I have to change it. Yeah.
Yeah, please change it so that I can call the way you want me to call. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So yes, that's a beautiful. You know what you have learned over here. One key factor, if anyone can highlight, you have learned four pointers over here. But what is very important for business analysts to focus upon? Any quick guesses,
Ch-
answer, or
Changes
the
on
change.
product change. Yeah.
exactly
Product.
who said change? All right,
Yeah.
everyone is correct. So change is the key thing you must remember. So the moment it appears that you are able to identify the changes, you must celebrate. Okay, why?
Yeah.
Your job is to focus and identify what loophole can be bridged. That's number one. Number two, as per the market trend, what the change you can suggest, so that you will be heard, you will be listened, and your suggestion would be accommodated. Why you need to do that? Any answer? Why you need to focus on changes and continue to suggest?
So that you can progress in the market, or you can update according to the time, or like the new techniques and technology,
Brilliant.
and
So
for the
it's
business growth. Yeah.
As we are in agile methodology, we have to take adaptation of change in every time.
yeah. So you continue to do that, and that should not be only the case, Raji, that just because it is agile. Yeah, change is good. Let me be very real with you that change is good for cash. Okay, and who does not love it? As
That's true.
Poonam also shared over here, this is for business growth as well. So
Yeah.
it is your personal growth as well. It is your organizational growth as well. So it is not creating just win-win situation. Okay, it is to create win-win and win situation. Okay, so
Yeah.
win for everyone. Okay, it's just not client and vendor, but also for the person involved. Okay, so this has
Got
to
it.
happen like that. And the moment if you lose the focus on the changes, being the business analyst, if you are not bringing the change, you know what, you are stagnating, you are helping, or you are enabling the stagnation in the business by not focusing on changes. Thereby the business won't continue, and thereby the communication and conversation with the stakeholder are possibly going to get stopped, and thereby the cash flow is going to get impacted for your organization. And if the cash flow is going to get impacted, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Yeah, thank you. So hope you can hear me still. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay, no worries.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Yes, Gaurav,
Thanks
yes.
for the confirmation. So yeah, what I was telling, the more changes you will focus upon, the cash flow is going to get impacted. Cash flow is going to get impacted, and it has to happen. Like otherwise, what will happen? Have you ever heard the word bench? Bench as in the IT, bench in the industry. Mhm.
Benchmark or bench?
No, no,
What
no,
is that?
just the bench.
Bench.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
Yes.
sitting with a
I
bench.
heard
Yes.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So what
bench, we know.
exactly happened? People hire the set of experts, okay, and they
Oh,
let
yeah.
them sit in pool, and they say that whenever the project will come, we'll let you go and we'll let you start working over there. But till that time, what happens in the industry? You are always on radar. Radar as in that if there is something available for you to work upon or not. If that's the case, you will live those lives and those days until you get it on a project in fear that what if company asks me to leave because there is no work over there. So ultimately continue to focus on here so that people should not go back from the project and sit on the bench. Just sitting and waiting for the project. So that period is called as bench period. Do you all understand this?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So avoid this
Yes.
one and focus on bringing more changes. Thereby, you become the expert, and thereby you also enable the Scrum Master with you. Because in case you can't contribute like this, Scrum Master job will also be on stake. Thereby, everyone's, in fact. But this is the very crucial thing. Let me put this slide into presentation mode, so that we can read and understand the flow and the cycle for this business analyst task. Okay. Yeah. So can you see the presentation mode now?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Yes,
Yes.
Gaurav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. So how does it all start? So you start with eliciting the requirement. You elicit with that, elicit what a customer tells you. Then you communicate it well. Okay, you evolve the solution, and then you validate whether it is genuine and doable or not. And then you further analyze whatever the requirement has been communicated, and you validated that it is feasible, and then you document it. When you document it, you also validate with enterprise that on enterprise level, how does it fit or not? So along with that, enterprise analysis also happen, and then you plan this entire requirement along with the entire management team who all has to be involved in that. In fact, you can start at any point when you start, the end point will be the other sphere just before that. So you can take a screenshot of it, and you can also start from enterprise analysis. So in case you have analyzed them enterprise completely, then you plan and manage those requirements so that you can elicit with the stakeholder, and when the communication continues to flow, again you can validate it, and then you analyze and document it, and again go back and again try to do the fitment analysis, which is not listed over here, but that comes along with enterprise analysis. So it continues to flow in the cycle, this cycle itself. So this is what and why it is needed. Always cash flow or change, and every time improvement is needed, right? If anything gets outdated, you go ahead and you update it, right? And that's the demand. I'm sure that no longer you are using the old TV set which used to be bulky TV set, and it was just like a box. So now everyone is having flat TV set. So I'm not sure. I'm just assuming everyone is using that. But yeah, still few home are there with the TV box, not more TV flat set. Okay. So do you all agree that updation is required as we grow with the new generation or with new modern technology? Yeah. Do you all agree with
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yes.
Super. Super. So let me stop this presentation mode and let me go back to. So what is prerequisite for becoming a business analyst? And for that, I want to invite someone who has not spoken yet. So anyone, I want a volunteer. So who can come?
Okay,
I
I'll
can.
read it, Gaurav.
Okay, I heard Priyanka. Priyanka, go ahead.
Yeah. So the slide shows prerequisite for becoming a business analyst. First one, degree and domain knowledge. Number two, analytical skills. Number three, Microsoft Excel. Number four, negotiation skills. Number five, SQL. And number six, communication skills.
Super. So, see, these are not entirely mandatory. These are good to have. Okay. So, of course, degree means, every time you can't come with the initial certifications, but good to have. Now that you have, to my surprise, two batches had performed. How? Let me share with you. The moment they completed their, Agile Scrum learning, many of them went ahead, they themselves researched on Google, and they saw that what all the certifications are good to what industry may ask me. Okay, they themselves went ahead, they took the help from us if they wanted something to prepare. We continued to suggest if any extra learning they wanted to have, that how they can research, how they can Google, do they really need to Google it out, or there are some way that they can go back and research on YouTube as well. They all did, and many of them come up just within a daytime with various certification. They completed it, they shared it in the group and everywhere. You know what, you too can do that. Okay, provided you are ready to do that, and don't get scared, because until you face it, um, then you can't find that you are expert in it. Okay, so the only method is go ahead and attempt it. So you can attempt it, you are well ready if you are completed all the Agile Scrum chapters. Okay, so thereby you can test yourself, come with the degree. But when it comes to domain knowledge, before you get into any business, you must have the business knowledge about it, that what exactly the business it is doing. And do you all agree with that, that you must have the business knowledge of the project in which you are getting into?
Right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah. So business knowledge is about domain knowledge. So domain
Yeah.
is just not insurance domain. It's just not, banking domain. It's just not finance domain. It's just not investment domain. It's just not, a trade domain or something like that. Everything, any industry that indicates, work, that indicates the domain knowledge you must have. So someone is getting into automobile industry, you must know that how automobile industry is connected with IT. When you are getting into insurance, you must know how insurance is connected with IT. How many things are there in the insurance? And I'm sure that every one of you might have the insurance of something, of one product at least. Are you a policy holder, everyone?
Yes.
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 Yeah, all the yeses. Okay, cool. So if you are a policy holder, you might have renewed it, right?
Yeah.
And if you
Yes.
have renewed it, of course, before renewing, you might have bought it.
Yeah.
And you might have heard the word claim.
Yeah. Right.
You might have heard the word lapse.
Yes.
Yes. So these all the
Mhm.
terminology, these are also part of the insurance industry. Okay. Likewise, this is just an example. Go ahead and search for any domain. What do you think that you are getting into? If it comes to healthcare, you will go ahead,
Mhm.
all the terminology, all the functions in the healthcare industry, you can go ahead and you can read it, study it, and thereby you understand what could be the cycle of this industry. So always remember, whenever you need to study a domain, go ahead to Google, and in case you are not aware of it, go ahead at Google and search the life cycle of that domain. Okay, for example, payment life cycle, payment itself, banking payment itself, self is a a domain. Go to claim life cycle. Claim is itself, when it comes to insurance, as a domain, right, of part of insurance. In fact, insurance life cycle, in fact, policy life cycle. Okay, then comes to any what do you call, insurance, payment, banking life cycle, okay, automobile life cycle, healthcare life cycle. And at least you will have the knowledge. The once you will have the knowledge, after that knowledge, you can even for every domain there is certification. What is that? For every domain, what is certification, right?
Certification.
Yeah. So you can later think of doing the certification, and even you can be recognized the expert into that. And such experts are later called as subject matter expert. Okay. Means everyone is going to come to you. I know that I used to work with one person. He used to be subject matter expert. He is around 70 years old today. And I happened to meet him recently in one of the networking group, and he has his own business. Okay, so he used to work with me in one of the banking product based company. There he used to be subject matter expert, and everyone used to come to him, okay, for any kind of solution. He used to be that time a simple insurance agent, okay, but his contribution to banking was amazing. And still he went back and he started his own agency when it comes to insurance and all. So I was really glad that how a person can continue to contribute through his knowledge. You too can do that. Ever you have done any kind of work, means you have the business knowledge, okay. And if you have the business knowledge in one area, you have the potential to grab business knowledge in any area. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
And why you have the potential to grab the knowledge in that area, business knowledge? Because the very first saying that I started with today, it said that, anyone remember that? That I indicated in code of honor. Number one. Anyone
Yeah,
remember that?
shop life.
Adaptation.
Okay. The saying I'm talking, the one phrase I spoke from one of my mentor.
Oh yeah, things what you do,
Yeah.
things
How
yeah,
you do
that one.
anything is how you do everything.
Yeah,
If you have
yes,
business, you can acquire a business knowledge in from one domain. You have the potential to acquire the business knowledge from each and every domain, because you hold the capability to do so. If you can do one thing, you can complete anything else. So that's the thing. And when you have this business knowledge, of course, you have the questioning ability, don't you have? You
yes,
can question in various manner, in various way. All agree?
yes, yes,
Yeah. So the moment you have you identify the ability to ask question, it means it gives you the answer, and that only can come when you have the analytical skill. Anyone over here? So analytical skill can be improved for. Okay. So quality of your business is defined by quality of your question. Okay, so what kind of a question you are asking, that defines the solution you are attracting. If you don't ask the right question, you won't end up finding the best solution. But does it mean that if this has to be the system that you have to come up with the quality of question? Does it mean that you are not going to ask even the normal question? No, the quality of question, the qualified question may only come when you will start with the beginner level of question. If you, because sometimes major things are addressed, but minor things are ignored, and those things become critical. Everyone with me? Do you follow this? Let me
Yes.
repeat it. When sometimes major things are addressed, minor things are ignored, and that becomes critical. So never ever underestimate the power of your questioning ability, and that is also applicable when you are you are undergoing some interview. I'll tell you how. Okay, in some of the another session. Okay, so you must have the analytical skill, basic. At least you should know Microsoft Excel. Okay, no means what? You should not be the pandit on this. You should not be the very much expert in it, but you should know how to handle it, how to use it. Anyone here who has not used Microsoft Excel so far?
It's me, Santosh.
Santosh, you have not used computer ever?
And
You have
no, no, not
computer you have
really.
used. So are you attending this through your mobile?
No, from computer. Now I'm learning. I
Okay.
started already learning what
So
is.
awesome. So have you ever used, have you ever opened Microsoft Excel?
I didn't open, but I saw my husband always.
Okay.
He work in Microsoft
Okay.
Excel, and yeah.
Okay. So if you have not opened, let's start using it for your household expenses at least. Do you
Oh,
jot down somewhere how household expenses?
yeah.
You do. So let's use now Microsoft Excel, and that I want you to do. Okay, for a
Okay.
few days use Microsoft Excel and start getting acquainted with Microsoft Excel. That few nominal feature you are able to do it, and sometimes if it is necessary, you can continue to bug your husband for Microsoft Excel and avoid some other things if you wish to.
Yeah,
so
yeah, sure.
so that will be useful in your favor always. So that's the
Yeah.
thing. Microsoft Excel, you must know. And basic things, the more you know, the more ability it will create for you to become expert upon. Negotiation skill. Now I have asked Santosh to ask, for some help to her spouse on Microsoft Excel to do some work. And it requires what, negotiation skill as well, that he can say that I'm super busy, but how you negotiate. And I know that all ladies are great when it comes to negotiation, because I don't know about men over here, but I have seen all ladies to being expert, and they are teaching how to negotiate. So I have seen such power in them. So but
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I already negotiate my husband to enroll
Oh
uh
yeah, brilliant.
this school.
Guru School, yeah, brilliant,
Yeah.
Santosh. Kudos to you. Yeah, that requires negotiation skill on, your own behalf. So brilliant. So why negotiation skill when it comes to business? Any idea from you guys, if you are listening to it? Mhm. Anyone who would like to answer this? Think about it. The most easiest sounding thing is what?
I think
Thinking.
that profit and we have to maintain the financial grounds also.
Come again, Rolly. What did you say?
We have to maintain the financial grounds for the projects too.
Oh
So we
yes,
have to make the project in the profitable area. So we have
yes.
to deal with the client or stakeholders to negotiate it about
Super.
this.
Yes,
Yeah.
amazing. That is one key thing when it comes to why we need to have the negotiation skill. So great,
Yeah.
Rolly. So any other answer, any other input from your end? Who wants to?
Yes, to achieve the outcome at the bargaining table, uh, so that we can communicate and bargain about the value creation and all the things.
Super. So yes,
Yeah.
Poonam, that's also right. Any other anyone wants to add over here? Okay. So of course, when it comes to budget, it comes to resources, when it comes to, technology, when it comes to sources and resources, when it comes to profit margin, when it comes to, change management, when it comes to suggestion from your end to the stakeholder, it all demands negotiation skill. Why they need it? Okay. Why
Yeah.
they need to listen to you? And that's the reason. Work on negotiation skill, start from your home, then gradually become the expert on it. while you are, okay, I'll have to, I think I'm listening to some echo. Okay, now I'm not. Thank you. So yeah, the the fifth one is SQL. So as nowadays, can you see that nowadays? So it's like, what is SQL? Anyone has any idea?
Structured query language.
Language.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
Raj.
structured query language.
Can any one of you simplify me? What do we mean by structured query language? Or what is the idea behind SQL?
So
The
there is a
data is in
table where we have, yeah.
Database language.
Okay.
rows and columns.
Okay, Rajiv, what did you say?
So it is the language where we have to get out the information from the rows and columns.
Okay,
So from by using questions and logics.
okay, super. Pratap, what did you say, sir?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like the data is going to be stored in rows and columns.
Yeah, so cool. Thank you so much for all the answer. Imagine these rows and columns can appear as a shelf to you. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you understand shelf and almirah? Everyone with me? Say
Yes.
yes if
Yes.
you all are with me.
Yes.
What is shelf and sorry, I don't know.
Shelf. Shelf means
Oh,
a
shelf.
place where
Okay.
you can put, yeah, where you can
Yeah.
put
Now
something.
got it.
Bookshelf.
Yeah, I
Imagine
heard
as a
shelf.
bookshelf. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Imagine as a bookshelf. Everyone said it
Yeah.
right, rows and column. And even in bookshelf, you might find rows and column. As equal to as like you need to know which is kept where. Say for example, you are in a bookstore and there is fiction book, there is a non-fiction book. Okay, so fiction section, you know that where it is the where it is the where it is kept. So you can instruct some, and you are the bookstore manager or you are bookstore owner, and someone walks into a bookstore and they ask that okay, I need this XYZ book, I need Brain Hacker 1.0 written by Mr. Kumar Gaurav. So, and this is a fiction book, okay, just for example.
Mm-hmm.
Then the
Mm-hmm.
bookstore owner says that okay, fine, you can locate that when you go from this left and
To right.
then go
Bottom.
to
Yeah.
last corner of the column, and their fiction book is written there. Just go to the last column, last row, and the last book is only remaining, rest all are sold. Grab it out and that is yours. Okay, so this instruction, how we can write so that computer can understand, okay, in a simple manner. And today the technology has so much improved that how just now I spoke in actual or somewhat in the similar manner, you can write such instruction for computer to understand. And when you get the ability to understand this computer to write in the similar manner, then that kind of language is called as structured query language. Everyone is with me? What is SQL?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's a simple, right? So when I will transfer this in the example into the computer language, I will say that select Brain Hacker 1.0, where uh, like this, select Brain Hacker 1.0 from book table, or where the table name is fiction. Okay,
Hmm.
understood? You understood, right? Select
Yes.
the name of the book from
Mm-hmm.
book table, where book
Mm-hmm.
is the shelf, okay, and the name of the book table is fiction. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
from the fiction table it will grab the Brain Hacker 1.0. So this is how the structured query was written in this computer language. Okay, and this is how we need to follow. We will be having some detailed discussion around it for more 10 to 30 minutes later, not in this session but in upcoming session. Again, to do these all things, we must have communication skills. Skills means uh, you know what to talk, you know how to talk, you know when to talk, and you know why to talk. You know what? When you know your why, your how becomes easy, and thereby you choose the best what's. Let me repeat that. When you know your why, your how becomes easy, and thereby you choose the best what's. So when it comes to communication, if you know why you are communicating to someone, you will develop a
Yes.
skill to how to communicate. And when you will develop the skill to how to communicate, thereby you choose the words what to insert, okay, what to use, what not to use. So the basic criteria behind any skill is your why. Okay, so these are the prerequisites of any business analyst. Do you think you all can have this? Isn't it easy? And that's the reason you are here.
Yes.
Yeah. And today,
Yes.
let me clarify once again, if it is your first time, today, business analyst skills are required for Scrum Master. Scrum Masters are entertained with the business analyst skill. Business analysts are entertained with having the Scrum Master negotiation skill, Scrum Master's communication skill. Okay. Why? Because industry wants to utilize in the multiple way, and utilize for their betterment, and utilize for their profit. Various factors are there why they want these two skills to come together, and that's the reason this is the origin of this track. We could have taught you only business analysis. We could have taught you only Scrum Master, but we studied the industry, and thereby we brought business analyst and Scrum Master. And in case you are thinking to become a Scrum Master, must have business analysis skill. And if you are thinking to become business analyst, you must know what a Scrum Master does, what a Scrum Master does, and uh, how you can complement your both the traits for each other's role. Clear to everyone why we are learning business analyst? If you are thinking to become a Scrum Master, and if you are thinking to business analyst, why you need to become a Scrum Master as well? You need to know Scrum. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
And you can
Yes.
now
Yes.
please start learning it happily, okay, with full of your charge. So this thing I just wanted to share. Now, we have understood why business analysts are needed. We have understood what are the requirement. Now understand how to become a business analyst, and you know that what is the prerequisite. So prerequisite adds value to know the how. So you need to identify the problem, okay, you need to elicit the problem, and then collaborate with your peers to define the problem at detailed level, okay. Thereby you can communicate those problems as a part of requirement, and then you follow the requirement modeling, okay, and then undergo the requirement management. This requirement management we have explained further over here, that what all it follows to complete the cycle of it, okay. So the basic thing is that need identification. So start with identifying the problem, okay, and this is how you start working as a business analyst. When I say the problem, you can say that just say for example, the problem is that I'm not able to get drinking water in my purifier since last 2 days. Okay, so this is your immediate problem. But then, and thereby I need to spend money outside to buy more, um, I mean, more outside, outside bottle of water. I mean, I don't know how do you generally consume water? Do you consume tap water, purified tap water in your home? Everyone, or you just buy every time outside the mineral water and you bring it and then you consume it? How it is
I
generally?
I, I use tap water, and I'm having a filter at home.
Awesome. So
So
I hope this is the easy way to use, you have tap water, you just purify it and you consume it. So this is one way. So if I'm giving you the example that you are not getting purified water at your home, and that's the reason you need to go out and spend some extra money to get normal mineral water for you to drink. So the problem is you are not getting water outside inside your home, the normal purified water without any expenses. That's the problem. Then that could be a problem. But I want you to think further and tell me, is that a real problem? Could it be the real problem? Anyone? I'm just giving you example how to identify a problem.
Yes.
So Poonam says, yes, this could be a real problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So any other one, any other thinker? Could it be the one problem?
Yeah, this can be a problem, but this is the buying water from outside. It can one time, like 1 or 2 times, but that will be more expensive.
More expensive, but let me tell you, these are just immediate problem. These are not the cause of the problem, and we need to go to the
Right.
cause of the problem. And to reach to the cause of the problem, you must ask one thing. And what is that?
Like why?
Exactly,
quality.
Santosh.
Identify.
So the simple thing you need to ask is why? Why your water is not getting purified at home? Why tap water is not getting purified at your home? So that gives you answer, because there is no water in the purifier itself. Okay, so that's the one answer. Now tell me, so the problem is not that you are not getting water to drink. The problem is there is no water at all in the purifier, so that you can from where get the water to drink. Right? Do you all agree?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, everyone, thinkers, because you have to become a thinker, right? And take this example, we are going to relate it further with the technical problem as well. And to reach to that technical problem related to your industry, your software, you need to understand these problems at this level also. So now tell me, do you think that water water is not getting purified in the uh, what's the problem was that you were not getting water, and then you discovered later by asking why you are not getting water to drink, because there is no water at all in the purifier. Okay, so do you think that's the problem? That's the root problem? Any answer?
No, we need to analyze further. Is there a problem in the filter itself, or there is something from back that water
So
is not
what will be
coming?
the right question, Priyanka?
To identify it in further details, I mean
Yeah,
to
so
go
first question
deeper.
was why you are not
Getting
getting
water.
water from the purifier. Then the
Hmm.
answer came that because there is no water in the
Water
purifier
in
at
the
all.
water purifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
No water in the purifier.
So what should be the next question?
Why there
Is the
is no
water
water in
tank is
Is
working in the house?
Okay,
hmm,
come
Is
again.
the water supplies from the
coming
community
or not?
water tank?
No, so
There
there
are so
is,
many questions.
yeah, these question what you are asking, is there water supply? So it is solution oriented question. Okay, and that gives
Mhm.
you gives you to think in one direction. Okay, so what
Okay.
you need to ask further question is that why there is
Is
no
what
water in the purifier. Okay,
maybe water purifier is not working?
okay, so that's the solution.
Okay.
Okay, okay, that's the solution. So we are first working on the whys. Okay, so
Mhm.
when you check why there is no water purifier, because there is a no supply in the connecting pipe to the purifier. That's the reason. Okay, that's the immediate answer.
Mhm.
And this is called as a
Hmm.
step-by-step diagnosis. What it is
Yes,
called as?
Step by
step
Step
by
by
step.
step.
step diagnosis.
Yes. And your IT industry demands you to think in a step-by-step manner. The moment you skip a step, you are going to miss a lot, and that could be lost to a company at a bigger level. And that's the reason you need to think in this way. Now the answer is that because there is a no water supply, say for example, you get the answer, there is no water supply in the connecting pipeline, okay, from the source tank to the connecting pipeline to the water itself, okay. Now you have to ask further question, and what it could be?
How?
No, why
Okay.
there is no
Why
supply
again?
in the
Yeah, why
water?
again, right?
Yeah, again why? So you are now asking third time why, okay.
Yeah.
Then you identify because the water tank is not filled at all since last 2 days. Then again you will ask the question,
Why? Okay.
why it is not getting filled. Then you say that you discover that we are switching on the motor every single day, but still it is not filling where the water is going, okay. Then you identify the more, again more you are asking why there is no water getting filled in this water tank, because could
There
be
was no electricity.
yeah, there could be a chances that electricity is not there. That could be one thing. Second, now the pipe direction has been changed. Someone moved the pipe connected from motor to water tank to another water tank. Okay, that could be another potential reason. So again, say for example, there is no electricity. You have found another answer. Okay, so there is a no electricity supply from water to
Verified.
no, the water is not getting sucked
Into the
from
water tank.
water tank,
Yeah.
or water is not supplied in the water tank because electricity is not getting supplied to the motor itself, although the noise is coming. And now you reach why this is happening. Then you reach that some of the part is burnt out in the motor itself. Okay, and thereby you reach to one solution. We need to fix that immediately. How many whys did I ask? Did you notice?
But Gaurav,
This is
there
one
is
example.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
Susan.
asking there can be more why, because why motor burnt? Like what was the reason?
Yeah, that could be. That could be. But that could be, and definitely it should be. Okay, because you are here just not to solve one problem. You are here for the permanent solution. Okay, so you identify why the motor was burnt out. You can say that because the power was not getting stabilized. Okay, and who can tell you that? For that you need to hire someone which we call as electrician.
Electrician, yeah.
So your job is to identify some problem until you can solve it. When it is out of your hand, you need to hire someone. Okay, the moment you identify that there is a problem in something, so now let me connect it with the roads. Now a software is developed and given to a person to test it, and the person identify that there is something which is not working. Do you think that he himself can solve it? No, of course not.
No.
He needs to report that problem to someone who has designed that, not the problem, the solution they have designed. Okay, so he will go back and report to the person. And the moment the person gets this reporting, then he has to ask, okay, some button is not functioning. What is the problem in the button and all? These has to be identified by the tester. That button is not
Gaurav,
clickable.
sorry, Gaurav, to disturb you. Someone is disconnected actually, texting on the WhatsApp.
Oh, really? Okay, let me see. I think Himani was trying to connect, but I allowed her multiple times.
Okay.
Yeah, I was disconnected. Now I am connected again.
Okay, Himani. Yeah, so I had allowed Himani multiple times. So yeah.
Oh,
so
sorry.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me check. We are getting into very interesting thing. So yeah, the ultimate thing is that your role gets finished the moment you identify the problem at your end, and then you pass it to someone who can resolve it. And this person also asks certain question and reach to the problem. Okay, we will see that how wonderfully and through various design we can do it in the next chapters. But so far you have understood that how to identify a problem by asking minimum how many whys.
I
There
think
could be multiple
6
whys,
or
but
7.
minimum.
6.
Yeah. So ideal is always ask at least 5 times why. This is the standard. Least I said. I did not say maximum. As Poonam said, or Santosh said that it could be more why. Yes, of course. But minimum standard is 5 why you must ask behind any problem. And you will ultimately find almost you're reaching to um, uh, the solution area, okay, or the fixing area. So this is what I just wanted to bring in front of you, that what are few skills. These are nominal skill, and these come with common sense. And do you all think that you can utilize in this way? You can utilize these power of asking question in certain manner, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this goes very easy. Isn't it going very easy for you all? Yeah. Say yes
Till
if
now,
it
yes.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Or
confirmation.
we will raise question, Guru, why?
No, for going easy, don't ask why. If it is difficult, please ask. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make it more easy. Okay. And I'm going to the next chapter. So now here, this is very important. Now you have understood more capability. Now we need to understand roles and responsibility at deeper level. I want one person to volunteer this to read, please. So who can this time read? New
I can.
volunteer.
Roly,
Rolly. Okay, Rolly, go ahead. First bullet, you can read.
but actually I can see your screen in between, so how can
Really?
I change? 1 second. Yes, I can do that. Yeah. Roles and responsibilities of business analyst. Business analysts work across all levels of an organization and may be involved in everything from defining strategy to creating the enterprise and architecture to taking a leadership role by defining the goals and requirements for programs and projects or supporting continuous improvement in its technology and processes. Second, business analysis help businesses to do business better.
That's cool. Thank you so much, Rolly, for reading it out. So first thing you have understand as a second pointer is that yes, business has to be done better, and for that, business analysts are required, and that's your role to continue to think about how we can do the better business. Okay, so when you think about it, then you will automatically find yourself that you are ready to communicate at all level with all the stakeholders, and when we call as stakeholder, it's just not client, who all are the part of project. You oftenly discuss with product owner, you oftenly discuss with scrum master, you oftenly discuss with testers and architects and developers. Okay, why? Because you continue to strategize to bring the solution. Okay, solution for some module, some feature, or some task what a software can do. And I'm sure that all of you use at least one app in your mobile. Do you all use that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that app communicates at various level. Even though if you play a game, let me ask you, have you all played at least one game ever in your mobile? Anyone here who has not?
Yeah, I played
Yes.
lot of like Ludo.
Yeah, so whatever kind of a game. So at least even one time you have played, it interacts at certain level with someone, with the user, and at the back end. And when it comes to backend, it means some data is already stored. Okay, sometime it can be the dummy data, some that it can be comparative data, and it communicates with each other. For such thing, such communication feature are developed by architect. Okay, it's not a in the real estate architect, it's called as in IT world technical architect. What it is called as?
Technical.
Yeah,
Technical.
So technical architect has the knowledge and ability that how two layers of a software communicates with each other so that they can give the better outcome and better result to the user. Okay. And if they have this kind of knowledge, then business analyst can share the objective, what exactly customer is looking for, and thereby they will take it ahead and they can establish proper and further communication layers between two communicating element of one software or one application. Do you all agree with this? Yeah. Business analyst can guide and share the objective, and thereby technical architect comes with the ability to let two layers communicate with each other. And by listening to business analyst, the objective, he can define or he can create the layer to communicate between two elements of software. You all with me so far?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. So, and this is called as a leadership role. If you are communicating your objective to someone, okay, so everyone must have some objective so that you can convey. Otherwise, you won't have to speak. You can find two types of people. So one person, he has nothing to speak to anyone. One person is always pumped up because he has a goal to achieve. Okay, and the moment he goes to interact with someone, he ultimately start and break the communication and start the conversation and bring back in a direction that it is touching to his own goal. Okay, so in case you find someone sitting idle, or not talking to you, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have the goal. It means that he might have the goal to keep silent today. Okay, so you may ask in that way. So, but there could be a bigger goal as well. Okay, so if you have a goal, you will find that with the leadership role, you continue to convey the goal for the team. If someone is there, you continue to convey how to achieve that. And, you continue to talk about the support and process and the technology to improve it every single day. These are the bullet points that are helping you to identify how to think, what all to use. So when we are talking about having the objective and goal, don't you think that for that you must have some tool where you can maintain your to-dos? Hello, everyone heard me?
Yes,
Yeah. So if you have an objective, if you have goal, you must have some list of activities to do every single day. And if list of activities are there, you can't afford to forget any. Okay, and if you can't afford to forget any, you must need to know that where to store them. And for storing them, you can come up with the various tools. If some team is there to support you, you must know that who should work what, and for that you should know that who is working on what, and it should be visible in front of you. And if it has to be visible in front of you, there should be some tool which make such team activity visible for you. Okay, and again, then you think of the tool. Okay, and then you buy the tool or create the tool or get the tool from anywhere. Everyone with me that how you are developing and knowing that how to bring the tool into the picture and then start using them. It all starts with the objective, what you want to achieve it. Yeah. Hello everyone, keep on responding. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If no,
Yeah.
then you can say no. Thank you so much. So if you are responding, I know that you are listening and you are connecting and you are understanding. Okay, any questions so far, by the way? If not, we can continue. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you find so far information overload, or it is easy to digest? We can go more slides, one or two at least. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, someone was willing to drop. Okay, drop the gun, don't drop. So why? Because we have more appetite. So it is just a very simple thing and very simplified things. Okay, and we can learn a lot. Okay, so this is how the business analyst should start. And you know what? Business analyst has few tools. Like I asked Santosh to work on Excel. So if she can work on Excel, there are multiple things she can work upon. Like I was creating a design, one tool called as a mind map. So do you know that I use mind map tool frequently? Have you seen me using mind map tool ever? Anyone?
The code of honor.
Yes, Aparna, you are right. The code of honor, where it is designed, is actually the mind map. Okay, so mind map is one of the tool. Likewise, you may come across of the various tool, start using them and start thinking that how you can use them for your business in your business. Okay, and the more you use them, more you become expert of it. In fact, you can spend every day 30 minutes behind one tool and explore their various features one by one, and eventually you will find that you have become expert on it. Okay, and when you repeat them at least thrice, it becomes easy. First time you will find, because you are not familiar, you will find the discomfort. Second time you will find it goes bit easy for you, and third time you will find, hey, that you are becoming expert for it. Okay, so now, because we have completed the day one thing of business analyst, let's see that what is going to come for business analyst when we will enter in the day two. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open the slides for you, that what all are coming on your way, and then I'll share the screen with you, so that you should have at least knowledge that what you all should explore. So that I can give you something which you will be able to explore further. Let me quickly share, and that could be the task for you, assignment for you. Okay. So just a minute, let me share my screen. I think Himani is once again dropped, and let me allow her. So I have allowed. Yeah. All right. So yeah, what we have learned, what we are going to learn, tools for analysis and reporting. Because if you are a business analyst, analysis should be there. A report I was talking about, you should have the ability to view various data at one place. That comes under reporting. How do you gather the requirement? We are going to explore, and something which we call it at data driven decision making, that how if a problem is there, you can reach out not only by asking why question, but there is something we call it as a data driven decision making style. Using that, you can identify the solution. Then we will also learn business analytics with Excel. So but we are not going to learn these all just within one day. But one thing I want you to do before you all come next time, I want you all to understand that some tools of business analysis and reporting. To name a few, let me open this in slide presentation mode, so that, and thereby I invite one volunteer who can read this business analysis tool. You can take a screenshot, but I want someone to read. Who can be the volunteer this time? Himani, you there? Himani, can you unmute and speak? Okay.
I can read, Gaurav.
Okay,
Poonam
Poonam, I
here.
know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Poonam. So
Yeah.
please read this top 10 business analyst
Yeah.
tool
Number
one by one.
one is Microsoft Office Suite.
Yes. So,
And
Microsoft Office suite, everyone, comes with the entire suite, where Microsoft Word comes, Microsoft Excel comes, Microsoft PowerPoint comes. All other tools are you can utilize for your business analyst. So entire suite of Microsoft can become or you can leverage for your business analysis task. So this is one of the tool you must know, and minimum at least So go ahead, Poonam.
number 2, Google Docs.
Yeah. So in case, what if you don't have Microsoft Office? So you can leverage Google Docs. Okay, that you can create through Google. So Google Docs is also word processing tool. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Rational Requisite Pro.
Okay, so this is Rational Requisite Pro. So it is, as name suggests, Rational Requisite Pro. It's a requisite professional. So it is also to gather some requirement. Okay, so if you don't have Google Docs and all, what you can do is that you can also utilize IBM's Rational Repo, and then there are few more tools to define simplicity when it comes to requirement gathering. Go ahead, um, to identify the next one.
So Gaurav, the first three are the similar little bit to each?
No,
like
no. Rational Pro is different. It's a different
different.
IBM tool.
But
Yeah.
Microsoft Office and the Google Docs, like we can create the same documents
Not
in the both.
exactly.
Yeah?
As when we are talking about Microsoft Office, so Office comes with the entire package. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Google Docs is the one standalone tool.
One
Okay.
step. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So when you want
And
to compare it, if you want to compare it, then you can compare it with what? You can compare it with what you call Microsoft Word. Okay. So yeah, so you can compare it with one tool of Microsoft Word. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fourth one is, I don't know, I'm reading it right or wrong. It's different words for me. Balsamic. I don't know what is
Okay.
that.
So it's Balsamic. So Balsamic is a business analyst tool as well, for creating mock-up files. Mock-up files, you can create mock-up files, mock-up element, you can say some drawing for drawing purpose. You can use Balsamic. Okay. So this is one tool. Then go ahead next. Is SWO2 OT. So it's SWOT. So SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So to identify.
Hello?
Yeah. Am I audible to all of
you?
you?
You was not audible a little bit, but now yes.
Okay. So SWO2T I was talking
SWOT.
because I could not hear you. So that's the reason I picked it up. Am I still audible, guys? Checking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Yes.
So SWOT is to identify the strength of a tool, weakness of a tool, or objective and opportunities with this, and then thread behind it. Okay. So this you can create using any tool, but this is one of the method. Okay. Then comes pencil and so these are the tools. I'm not going to get into details of it. So what are the
then
most
Trello.
important? Then Trello and Smart Draw.
Draw, right?
Version 1. So I'm not getting into detail of it. You can take a screenshot, everyone. And these are the tools you can use. There are more advanced tools are there today, and you can think of using them. So today, the world is using Microsoft Office, of course, every single day, Google Docs, and then Trello as well. So yeah, you can explore a few of them, but this is for your knowledge, guys. So let's move further. For analysis and reporting, Microsoft PowerPoint, that's what I'm using over here. Okay. So this is to deliver formal presentation. That's what I do over here, right? I present
we call it PPT also. PowerPoint
we call it
presentation.
PPT as well. Yes, this is
Okay.
PPT. Yeah, PowerPoint. Okay. So and you can create idea, themes, and put on all your creativity over here for it. Okay. And that's come with the Microsoft PowerPoint. Any question around it? This you can create by your own self, learn it, explore it, and you can become master on it in no time. Okay. So this is one of the Microsoft product, comes in the MS Office. Then MS Excel. This is something interesting, and I want everyone to become expert on it. Okay. And gradually you can become expert on it. And why? Because it gives you the ability to gather multiple data at one place. Okay. In that, something which we call it as pivot table. So say, for example, if you are using a notebook and that notebook has 110 pages, and those 110 pages, if you want to look in one page that what you have written as a part of summary, Do you think in the notebook you can do that in one page? No, you can't. Do you all agree with
Yes,
this?
no. Yes.
But Excel is something which has the pages, which we call it as a Excel sheet, worksheet. Okay. And
Yes.
Excel itself is a call as workbook, Excel workbook. So the workbook is the combination of the multiple Excel sheet, worksheet. Okay. And pivot table is something which you can pivot at one place in one sheet, what all the summary of all those multiple sheets can be visualized and can be obtained in one sheet. Okay, that comes with pivot table. We will be getting into the learning of it soon when we will be learning business analytics with Excel. Okay, you will get the ability to sort and filter. Have you ever sorted and filtered something ever? Of course, if you have, say, for example, 10 cards, okay. If, say, for example, you are a teacher, so few of you are a teacher, right? And few
Yeah.
of you might have taught somewhere. So in case you have n number of students, 100 number of students, their name starts with A to Z. Then what do?
Yes.
You simply sort them. What
Yes.
if you have listed them in Excel? Okay, so there is ability to sort there as well. Okay, you can apply filter if you want to just quickly one name to appear and come in front of you, all the names starting with A's or B's or C's or D's. You can apply certain filter. Okay, if you want to color code it, you can color code for the identification purpose. These all small activity you can explore in the Excel by your own, or when you will learn business analytics with the Excel, there you can use it. So everyone is with me so far, right? And
Yes.
finding it super duper easy. I believe so. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
Gaurav.
still
Super,
yes.
super duper easy freezy.
Yeah, super cool. And creating charts or graphs. Say, for example, one student has scored 100 marks. All A's scored a number between 80 to 100. All B's scored between 70 to 80. And all C's, just for example, you can create a graph that how many of student or how many percentage of students have scored up between 90 to 100. How many of students scored between 70 to 90? So percentage you can define, and that you can represent in a pictorial way in the Excel itself, in Excel itself in a pictorial manner on the in the Excel itself. So these things can be leveraged inside MS Excel. Very simple and easy to use. When we will open Microsoft Excel for business analytics, there we will touch base these things. But I would suggest go ahead and learn various stuff for Microsoft Excel by your own. Okay, and how you can do that? Learn anything, go to YouTube, and in YouTube you are going to search, learn the subject you want to learn, name that within 10 minutes or one day, how much time you want to spend, that much time frame you need to define over there. Say I want to learn MS Excel, so I would type
Battery journey.
I would type in YouTube, learn MS Excel in one day, learn MS Excel in 10 minutes. Relevant videos will come. The video which I'll pick, which has more comments and appreciation, and I will start learning through that. Okay, so that's the easy way to start. And in MS Excel, you can learn various topics like pivot table. So I can learn pivot table in 2 minutes. So explain pivot table in 2 minutes and use pivot table in Excel in 2 minutes. Okay, and I will have a number of video and I'll become expert in 2 minutes for that. So this is how you can search and utilize and leverage the things. So all the tasks mentioned above can be well performed. Okay, so well performed using Microsoft Excel, which is a spreadsheet like tool. Along with it, Excel provides several built-in mathematical and financial function which can aid data analytics. We will be talking about data analytics soon. Okay, so I'm going to do is that let me see what else is coming up. So we will be discussing more in detail. So here I think that we should just take a pause. There's a lot of talking through me. Okay, so yeah. So we have come to the end of the session. We have 2-3 minutes left, but yeah, we will be winding up soon. Yeah. So did you find it easy so far, everyone?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Raji. So Raji, what do you feel like saying then when it comes to wrap up today?
Like the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst was learning day by day makes us easy to understand. So at the same time, we have to learn so many tools to get to be a business analyst. So by using all these simple tools makes us understanding more and how to save data and how to be arrange ourselves to be a day-to-day style for the business analyst.
Yes. So business analyst had to be updated. Has to be updated. Yes, Raji, call out someone's name on the screen.
Ankit Patel.
Yes. We learned that the BA is in a lot of ways an agent for change. What they do is and one of the skills that's crucial are the negotiation skills. We learned about, at least the beginning, at least we're introduced to SQL or SQL and learned a little bit about why that's important, as well as getting introduced to some of the tools that BAs will use, like the Office Suite, Rationale, Balsamic, SWOT, amongst many others. And yeah, that's basically the summary that I have for now.
All right, Ankit. So so did you find it simplified? Simple.
I'm sorry?
Easy to. Did you find it simplified, easy to understand for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Ankit. So it's okay. You don't need to summarize, but you can say that. How do you find it? So Ankit, call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Poonam?
Poonam. Yes, Poonam, what do you feel like saying?
It was really nice session today, and we discussed about why BA needed, and that win situation should be there because change is good for cash. And we should be focused if we are working as a BA, because we shouldn't wait for project. Then we will be in the bench place. Something I learned that is really interesting today. And the 5 whys should raised if when you're working as a BA. And you gave the very good example of the water purifier. And we learn about that the prerequisite for becoming a QA, like degree and domain knowledge and Microsoft Excel, analytics skill, negotiation, communication, SQL. And about SQL, I learned that it's a kind of computer language, and I was thinking that it's a standard language that we understand. And you give the library example that was really interesting, that if someone asks you where is the fiction book and how you gave the example, so I understand it's a standard language like a computer language. And we also discussed about the roles and responsibilities of BA. And here the most interesting thing for me that we can you gave the example of technical architecture and the BA, how they bond with each other, and it's a 2-layer communication is there, and list of activities what we have to do every day. We have to learn few tools we can store some there, and few more things which is like I have to do those things you told me, which I read. So those are a little bit tough for me, but I think I will go through the YouTube channels and then
Okay, so
but it was really interesting.
So understand that everything is easy. Only the thing is that you need to explore and make it easy for
yes,
you.
I need to do my research. Yes,
Yeah,
that's definitely right.
Yeah. So
And I love that your mind mapping of your, that is really like
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
next
Poonam.
to me is Santosh.
Yeah,
Hi.
Santosh. Yes, Santosh. What do you feel
Yeah.
like saying? Thanks,
So
Poonam.
today's session it was very nice for me because I learned about the why business analysis was needed. So according to me, he should be always upgraded uh, to sustain in the market or to good for the company. He always know why is the problem is there, and then he can find the solution. He can find the right person to reach, and then I learn about the uh, like what requirements you need for the BA to become a BA, and till now it's easy for me.
Superb. Till the end, it will be easy for you, Santosh. Trust me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, most welcome. Santosh, call out someone's name on the screen.
Aparna.
Aparna. Yes, Aparna, what do you feel like saying now?
Yeah, it's very interesting to learn everything again, the roles and responsibilities and the tools used in business analysis.
Yeah.
The more we learn, the more we accomplish. So every day is a learning. It's not enough. How much ever we learn is not enough. So yeah.
So
Thank you.
Aparna, be ready that someday I might call you to take some module because you are repeating. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, Aparna. Call out someone's name on the screen.
Pratap.
Pratap. Yes, sir. What do you feel like saying, Pratap?
Hey, today's session was very simplified and easy. Easy means like we are right at the point what we are discussing, and like the way like we are taking the examples was very good. Like if we take the water purifier thing, like the way we are analyzing what we need to find out the cause, that kind of things like is very good and understandable things.
Yes. Thanks.
That's
Thanks,
what I
Pratap. Yeah. And we are connecting back with the softwares, right? Those examples.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Thanks, Pratap. Call out someone's name, please, on the screen. You see?
Raji.
Yes. Yes, Raji. What do you feel like saying?
I'm done actually.
Okay, done. Then you please call out one name who is not done.
Priyanka?
Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka. What do you feel like saying?
Yeah, thanks, Raji. So it was a good session overall. I mean, I was really excited last time to start with this new course of business analysts, and I got to know very new terms today, new terminologies, and then things we need to research upon more, like the tools which you asked us. So I'm excited to learn more about the topic. So it was a good session for me.
Awesome,
Yes.
Priyanka. And those tools, let's
Mm-hmm.
together explore it. We will ask you when to do what, and you will find it very easy going it. So
Yeah.
you will be have plenty of time and plenty of exploration hour
Mhm.
as well, and you will continue to find it to go it easy. So yeah, call out someone's name who is left out on the screen.
I think everybody's done. It's Santosh just told.
Santosh is
Ankit?
also done.
I already done, yeah.
So
Yeah.
call out someone's name who is yet to say any closing remarks. Everyone is done with
The
close.
Rolly and one more they
No,
both dropped
Rolly
off.
can't connect.
So yeah,
Yeah,
she
Rolly
can't hear
has.
anything and she dropped off.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think everybody's done then.
Everybody's.
So are you sure everyone is done with their closing remarks?
No,
Um,
it got
Okay. Thank you so much. Priyanka, you can call out my name, right?
okay, Gaurav. Yeah,
Okay,
please go
thank
ahead.
you so much. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So yes, so I'm really loving and loving to serve you. And what will be the assignment for you? Whatever you have learned today, even the terminology or how to dig down or go deeper to identify the solution, you can just summarize everything, connect back with the terminology, and then summarize and share in the group. And would love to review every single person's summary into that WhatsApp group. And with this note, do attend RRP session. That's the message. And yeah, we'll talk to you once again soon on next Sunday, 9:30 p.m. EST.
so Gaurav, when is the RRP session?
RRP session, be in touch with your this, what do you call, uh, HRs
HR.
and yeah, so they will tell you, but generally it is on Tuesday and Thursday. You will get to see all the links and all. Okay, Santosh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2
Okay.
p.m. and
Thanks so
7 p.m. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Good night and take care. Thank you. Thank you for
Good night,
being
all
here.
of you.
Good
Bye.
night,
Bye.
Gaurav. Thank you.
Thank you.